Like we do every week, we're going to be previewing Dragon Ball Super's next episode, and this week the next episode is episode 102. So when we last left off on episode 101, they had a cliffhanger where Caulifla and Kale had just eliminated several Pride Troopers, and we saw a shot of Ribrianne, or excuse me, Brienne de Chateau from Universe 2 with a wicked smile. And that's going to, of course, lead into this episode, episode 102 of Super. There are some light spoilers for this episode that are already out on the channel. I'll leave a link to that here at the end of this video, but what I'm going to do, like always, I'm going to go through and we're going to preview this together. Let me know, of course, your comments on this preview. We're going to go scene by scene and, you know, just talk about it, see what's going to happen and what we think's going to happen, and give our predictions. Let's go ahead and, without wasting any more time, let's do it. Oh. Excuse me. Hey, it's me, Goku. So here we have, you know, another one of the, they're called the Kamikaze Fireballs, for those who don't know. That's Universe 2's Magical Girl Squadron. There's Ribrianne and two other ones. This is one of the other ones here. And of course, like we said, there they were right there. Like we said before, I did a video about these gals. Well, I did one about Ribrianne a few weeks ago. I'm going to leave a link to that at the end of this video as well for you to watch it, where I talked about Ribrianne and the influences behind the character, because she's basically a magical girl like Precure, like Sailor Moon. Dragon Ball, once again, doing a parody of other forms of Japanese pop culture, anime and manga. Here we have, of course, the magical girls, Kyude Honey, so on and so forth. The warrior women of Universe 2, led by Ribrianne, and there we see Ribrianne in her transformed state. She is Brienne de Chateau, and then she transforms into Ribrianne, which she becomes, I guess you can say, a BBW. I guess that's the right word. I guess, anyways. She's doing the gimmick there with the transformation. I want to go back to that shot real quick here. Real quick. I see if I can get that shot. Hang on. Give me one moment here. Hold on. Alright. We gotta talk about this. So, I don't believe these are eliminations. I think these are people that are in the tournament still. And there we have the Yard Rat. Now, it appeared like the Yard Rat got thrown out in episode 100, but I remember I talked about in the weekly preview that when it comes to the Yard Rat, because he can teleport, I don't think we're going to be able to 100% confirm his elimination until he's actually out, right? And so there you go. I mean, you see him right there. There is the Yard Rat from Universe 2. Again, I have a video about him as well. I've covered these guys in the past, so I'll give you guys links to all that at the end of the video. But looks like the Yard Rat is still in. So that's pretty much confirmation of that. I love this shot here of Frieza with the flowers. I love it. It's basically Frieza. It's during the transformation of Ribrianne that Frieza's there. Just, I don't even know what's going on here. He's just being Frieza, I guess. And it says here, you know, that Ribrianne are showing off their true power. So with episode 101, we had the Pride Troopers led by Casserole as the main antagonists. And then with episode 102, it looks like we're going to have the, you know, the Kamikaze Fireballs as the main problem. But the difference is with episode 101, we had Kale and Caulifla against the Pride Troopers. I don't think we're going to see too much of Kale and Caulifla in this episode. I don't think we're going to see too much of them here. I think it'll be a different fight. And here we have a preview. It looks like that's Android 17. And he's getting tore up. He's getting tore up here by Ribrianne. So never underestimate any of these fighters. We don't know who they are. We don't know what they're capable of. And it looks like Brienne de Chateau might be a lot stronger than we thought. It says here they're using dizzying transformations and shaking up tournament of power. Now, in the spoilers that came out for this episode, spoiler warning, it was implied that the magical girls are going to eventually fuse, which of course opens up all kinds of possibilities about fusion in tournament. Actually, one theory that I read that was very interesting, I forgot where I read it, I think it was on Facebook, may have been somewhere else, was that Goku and Gohan may end up doing the fusion pose at some point in this arc. If you think that might happen, leave a comment down below based on the Dragon Ball Super ending and whatnot. But we know that the Kamikaze Fireballs are going to fuse. So let's keep going here. This shot right here, classic shot. This was in the promotional material for Super, and it was in the intro for Super for this arc. The bank animation of of Vegeta fighting Brienne. We of course did not know who this character was. I called her the big Teletubby. But now I guess we're going to see Goku and I keep saying Goku, Vegeta and Brienne fighting Ribrianne. She's a lot stronger than it seems. I'm willing to bet that Brienne de Chateau is stronger than the trio of power, the trio of danger. I mean, from Universe 9. I think the three, wolf guys. I think that Brienne is stronger. That shot right there, right in the intro, when we cuts to Goku, seeing the explosion behind him, that blast looks incredible. We saw a little bit of Ribrianne before a few weeks ago. Here we're going to see her in action. And we have more Universe 2 guys. Here we have Piccolo, whose eyes look like he's either really getting angry and powering up, or he's about to get knocked out. I don't think Piccolo's getting knocked out, though. I think there has to be... I don't think Piccolo's getting eliminated because I think there's going to be another Piccolo and Gohan moment in this tournament. They're not just going to let that go. I think we are going to see a Piccolo and Gohan moment at some point here. I just think it's too... It would be a waste if they didn't do it, considering all the buildup. See what I'm saying? You got to look at things from the perspective of how the writers of Super are building things up. Is Super the best written show in history? No. Is it the best written anime in history? Of course not. It's still fun. We all like it. But they still do things where they leave little seeds throughout the arc and plant things in our brains, and then we have to figure out what's going to happen later. So I think we're going to see a Gohan Piccolo moment at some point. And here we have more action. I can't really tell what's going on there, I'm going to be honest. It looks like some good shots, but yeah. So Goku says, it's a heated battle with me and number 17 versus the Universe 2 of Love. So interesting. So it looks like Goku will be teaming with 17 against Universe 2. I like how you write Universe 2 of Love. That's kind of cool. I hope that's like the lovey, brother love. There's an obscure reference. Universe. The idea of Goku teaming up with 17 is a cool idea. I would have rather seen Piccolo and 17 team up. But I'm wondering, where's 18 at? Because 18's already had a couple episodes dedicated to her, but why isn't 18 right here in this fight? Like, does she get distracted? Is somebody else going to come along and challenge her? Interesting, but Goku pretty much plainly said it's him and 17 against Universe 2. And that right there, that green shot, I think might be them doing a combo move or them actually fusing. I'm not really sure, but again, the spoilers came out for this. And I do think they're going to fuse. And I do think that when they do fuse, probably near the end of the episode, they're going to get some eliminations under their belt. I see some people getting thrown out, some jabronis. Possibly 17 gets thrown out. I don't think so. It's possible. I don't think so, though. Let's keep going. I think they're saving that for later on, but who knows? Looks like a big ki blast there. Very well animated. I enjoy that. And here they are in their transformed states. Because remember, they have the basic transformation, or their basic base form, and then the transformation form for Kamikaze Fireballs. So Goku says, next on Dragon Ball Super, the power of love explodes. Universe 2's Little Witch Warriors. Now, I want to talk about translations real quick. Herms translated this as Universe 2's Magical Girl Warriors. I actually trust Herms' translations a little tiny bit more than I do these. Because these have been very inconsistent. Little Witch Warriors or Magical Girl Warriors, either way it works. It's not that different at all. It really isn't. But Magical Girl is the name of the genre that they're making fun of, so I think that fits a little bit more. There's Ribrianne with her tingle bitties. Don't miss it. Now that looks like that shot right there. Let's see if I can go back here. Okay, let me go back and show you. You can only skip like 5 seconds on this thing backwards. So I'll just get through it as fast as I can here. Hold on a minute. I want to see if I can get it. Right there. Yeah, it looks like the girls... I don't know if that's the fused form, but I don't think so. I think that's just the Ribrianne, the red... Just, Ribrianne, the big girl. doing some kind of wheel move on Vegeta. I see the terrain's getting tore up, so I wonder if Grand Priest's going to have to rebuild the terrain. Anyways, next week should be a fun episode. We'll see what happens. Vegeta, Goku didn't even mention Vegeta in the next episode preview. So Vegeta, maybe 18 does fight. I mean, but we know that Vegeta will be fighting the Kamikaze Fireballs, and so will Goku and 17. So looking forward to that. Let me know what you think. What are your predictions on this episode? I do not think they're going to get eliminated this week. I think they're going to hold off on that for later as well. But this will be a good showcase of their power. Let me know what you think. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys down the road.